Opinion Nation, rise up. What's up? It's your boy TOJ. Let's get deep tonight, man. Okay, so I came across an article on Google Trends about this thing called Operation Varsity Blues, and I'm actually glad that this actually came to fruition because for those of you that's not familiar with what it is, it was a federal investigation about all these rich families, some celebrities, some coaches, and admission officials for all these prestigious colleges, Yale, stuff like that, Princeton, and basically what was happening was that all these upper crusty, rich Republican types, even some liberals, some two actresses, I think from Family Ties or whatever, was arrested also. And I mean like black boot arrested, carried out at gunpoint. And basically what it was over the 8 years, it was a bunch of people who had these stupid rich kids who couldn't actually get into college. Now what it is, I look at it like this. This is basically affirmative action for rich people. For all the people who always say, oh my God, for every, unqualified black person who gets into college through affirmative action, there was a white guy who just didn't get the position. Well, this goes to show you through nepotism and money and connections, they had these rich families, even like a lawyer of a big ass law firm was actually caught in the net of this investigation. And what I found out was that the people who was fixing the test scores for all these stupid ass rich kids was actually going so far as to like Photoshop their heads on athletes' bodies to make them seem like they were like they were athletes, to get them all these different accreditations and all these different scholarships and whatnot. So a friend of mine today, we was at lunch, and he gave me a different way of looking at it. He said, look at George Bush, the dumb one, W. Bush. He said George W. got into Yale, I think, through his dad. He was like the dumb person of the family. They just like paid his way into Yale. And I don't know if it's like a skull and bones situation, but that's how the president got into college. And I was talking with my partner Ramon when we was discussing this, and he was like, think about it. He said, this is how a lot of these rich folks get when they get power. They get it all, like you'll see in certain administrations where you have a person that's nowhere near qualified for a job, and they only got in because their family members paid their way to get in. And the odd thing about this situation was we got to talking, and he was like, well, if they got into college through all these fake test scores, then that would mean they would have to have somebody else on their behalf take the rest of the test for them until they got their degrees, which would mean that if they got the degrees that they wasn't qualified for and they got a job in that particular field, how the fuck would they actually perform the job if they never ever was qualified from the job in the get-go? Something to think about. Yes, that's my opinion, bro. I'm glad the motherfuckers got caught. But what I was thinking about was all the celebrities, all these soccer moms, all these little, liberal women who actually got arrested in the dragnet. The only people that's going to get caught and arrested for it and physically convicted is going to be the fixers. All those rich motherfuckers that paid all them other judges and all them connected politicians, they're not going nowhere. So you know how this thing is going to turn out. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Only the fixers and the test people and all those people who actually put the Photoshop together. Those are the motherfuckers that are going to actually get indicted and going to go to jail for this. The people that pay the money, some of those are going to even remain anonymous. And it's actually, when I found out, it's almost as much as 70 rich families involved in this. So my head is off to whatever district, attorney that got a hold to this case and saw this whole thing through the 8-year process. I hope a lot more motherfuckers get dragged down to this because this happens a lot. And I'm so sick and tired of looking at people on YouTube and other talking heads on Fox saying how that black people are just out there taking all these seats, out of college for all these qualified people. When lo and behold, it's the same motherfuckers condemning people for being dumb and unqualified are the ones that actually cheating the system. Go figure. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here.